Welcome to Cycling 101. Today's lesson is called What's in a Bike? This lesson will talk about the anatomy of the bike. As you can see here from this image, the bike has different parts. Each part plays an important role. This is the toe clip. It's a metal device that attaches to the pedals that covers the front of the feet, keeping the feet in the proper position and increasing pedal power. This is the drive chain. It is a set of metal links meshing with the sprockets on the chain wheel and gear wheel to transmit the pedaling motion to the rear wheel. This is the front derailleur. It is a mechanism for changing the front gears by lifting the chain from one chain wheel to another. It allows the cyclist to adapt to the road conditions. This is the fender. It is a piece of curved metal covering part of the wheel to protect the cyclist from being splashed. This is the rear derailleur. It's a mechanism for changing the rear gears by lifting the chain from one gear wheel to another. It allows the cyclist to adapt to the road conditions. This is the chainstay. It's a tube connecting the pedal mechanism to the rear wheel hub. This is the reflector. It's a device returning light towards its source so that other users of the road might see the cyclist. This is the rear light. It's a lamp signaling the bicycle's presence in the dark. This is the generator. It's a mechanism activated by the rear wheel, converting the wheel's motion into electric energy to power the front and rear lights. This is the rear brake. It's a mechanism activated by a brake cable comprising a caliper and return springs. It forces a pair of brake pads against the side walls to stop the bicycle. This is the seat. It's a small triangular seat attached to the bicycle's frame. Here we see the seat tube. This is part of the frame leaning slightly to the rear, receiving the seat post and joining the pedal mechanism. This is the seat stay. It's the tube connecting the top of the seat tube with the rear wheel hub. This is the seat post. It's a component supporting and attaching the seat, inserted to variable depth into the seat tube to adjust the seat's height. This is a water bottle. It's a soft plastic container with a quick open cap. This is a water bottle clip. Support attached to the down tube or the seat tube for carrying the water bottle. This is a tire valve. It's a small clack valve sealing the inflation opening of the inner tube. It allows air to enter, but it prevents it from escaping. This is a spoke. It's a thin metal spindle connecting the hub of the rim. This is the tire. It's a structure made of cotton and steel fibers coated with rubber. It is mounted on the rim to form the casing of the inner tube. This is the tire pump. It's a device that compresses air and is used to inflate a bicycle tire's inner tube. This is a crossbar. It's a horizontal part of the frame, connecting the head tube with the seat tube and stabilizing the frame. This is the down tube. This is part of the frame connecting the head tube to the pedal mechanism. It is the longest and thickest tube in the frame, and it gives its rigidity. This is the rim. It's a metal circle constituting the wheel's circumference and on which the tire is mounted. This is the hub. It's the central part of the wheel from which spokes radiate. Inside the hub are ball bearings, enabling it to rotate around its axle. This is the fork. The fork are two tubes connected to the head tube and attached to each end of the front wheel hub. This is the front brake. It's a mechanism activated by a brake cable, comprising a caliper and return springs. It forces a pair of brake pads against the side walls to slow down the front wheel. This is the brake lever. The lever is attached to the handlebars for activating the brake caliper via a cable. This is the brake cable. Sheethead steel cable transmitting the pressure exerted on the brake lever to the brake. These are the handlebars. It's a device made up of two handles connected by a tube for steering the bicycle. This is the shifter. It's a lever for changing gears via a cable moving the derailleur. This is the head tube. It's a tube using ball bearings to transmit the steering movement to the fork. This is the stem. It's the part whose height is adjustable. It is inserted into the head tube and supports the handlebars. This is the headlight. It's a lamp illuminating the ground a few yards in front of the bicycle.